All right, field addresses itself to the starting line. Michael McDowell, Joey Logano, a Chevy and a Ford lead them to green in Las Vegas.
Took the outside, Kevin. Michael McDowell, your pole sitter. Already 3 wide. Here we go.
Well, you see that little gap in between the Michael McDowell and the second place car, so he's going to get a shot right about the middle of this straightaway. Right now, these cars will have the most grip. As you see William Byron up there on the top side. All these lanes will work today, and as a driver, you just want to find the cleanest air possible. Get out from behind that guy in front of you.
4 wide back here.
Plenty of racing room here.
You got a lot of different agendas to start this race. You know, everybody knows that the lanes are wide here and you can go anywhere on this racetrack. So you'll have guys who just want to settle in. You'll have guys who are not comfortable with their car and guys who just want to go right now, hammer down and don't care about the consequences, just trying to gain track position.
Well, that's the differences in the handling characteristics of your car, too. Sometimes they take off fast, a little bit tighter probably, and then the ones that are freer, they got to hold on to it. They're in trouble here for a few laps till the pressure comes up in the tires.
Well, Ryan Blaney has gone from 36th into the top 20 now. He's blasted his way halfway through the field. Meanwhile, Christopher Bell, who also started out back, has gained but 6 positions since the start.
All right, Kevin, we know it. When these tires start to flip a switch, that's what separates the men from the boys. Lap 18, we got some movers.
Yeah.
Got some guys really coming on. Look at these biggest movers here. But I'm telling you, I'm watching. Keep an eye on Reddick. Tyler Reddick in the 45 car. You saw Cindric make that pass on McDowell. Here comes Byron in tow. A lot of movement because of the laps on these tires finally.
Ryan Blaney pits from 17th place. Little trouble on the left front there. And he's still on pit road. A lot of trouble here.
More trouble. Not good. We got a problem.
It's going to go at least 1 and maybe 2 laps down as pit stops begin with 8 laps to halfway in stage 1. Blaney's away finally.
Well, and that's what we talk about as we see our leader forced everybody to come to pit road.
That will bring out the first yellow flag of the day. You picked a fine time.
I think it's Briscoe's tire, guys.
Well, we talk about it every week. So many things. There you see that left rear tire off of Chase Briscoe's car. So many things happen on pit road, and those are the dotting of the I's and the crossing of the T's that you have to do in order to win these races. And
sometimes it's bad to leave all your luck in the casino. Denny Hamlin has been busted for too fast entering pit road.
That's not luck, Mike. That's just a miscalculation there of pushing that pedal a little bit too hard.
I'm being kind, Kevin. And
I'll tell you what, Bubba Wallace is coming to the front. His car was loose yesterday in practice, but fast. He told us that, Kevin. He did an interview with him, and he was said firsthand, man, this thing's fast, but it doesn't feel the best.
And here comes his teammate right behind, Tyler Reddick. High and wide on the outside, right where you'd expect Reddick's number 45 to be, up against the wall.
Well, and that's where you'll keep the most momentum right there.
Whoa.
It got tight coming off the corner. Josh Berry was in a position that he didn't want to be in, being 3 wide on the bottom like we talked earlier.
Speaking of 3 wide for the lead.
Well,
Cindric.
That fast car of Bubba Wallace right now is paying dividends up towards the front of the pack, and his teammate right there, Tyler Reddick.
So Elliott and Wallace were the big gainers from the caution flag. Elliott was 10th. Bubba was 12th.
Well, it's definitely awful right now. I mean, he's definitely fighting some issues that
way off the pace.
Just put him way off the pace.
7th place here, Kyle Larson moving up.
That's up 15 positions on Larson. He had a heck of a restart past a lot of guys going where they're not. That's hard to do here.
Yeah, and the other guy right there with him, Logano, it is definitely, the traffic has definitely taken all the steam out of that 22 car.
Well, Cindric won his dual race at Daytona to start the season, piling up stage points. This will be his first stage win, in-race stage win of 2025. And Cindric
right here. Good job.
becomes the 9th different stage winner this year. We have not had a repeat stage winner.
Several rows deep here, but up in the front.
Here we go. It's got to his outside.
Yep. And that was a great move by Bubba Wallace to pull that thing down as hard as he did to break that side draft so that Larson couldn't get to that right rear quarter panel, got himself the lead back.
And it actually, I think it caught Larson off guard there. He looked over to get the side draft like you talked about, and he was gone. He was way off the racetrack on the apron. That was a heads-up move. See Allmendinger fighting there on the bottom. He's got
trouble for Bowman.
Probably a loose wheel.
Winner here 3 years ago on pit road.
Yeah, just had a good run off of turn 4, and now that we've been able to see Kyle get that lead, he just has he's able to get his car a little more arced into the corners. He's able to pull it down to the bottom, stay in the middle. Well, we've seen these cars battle pretty much the whole race today. Yeah. Josh Berry and Joey Logano, they've been right around each other since Logano lost the lead. So seems like they go back and forth between good run, bad run, as slides right up in front of him and Joey crosses him over.
Now their Penske stablemate Cindric is right behind them, and the other Penske car Blaney is now in the free pass position, 31st. Car around and sliding down the backstretch. It is Van Gisbergen. That'll put us under the third caution of the day at lap 108.
Got a tire down both sides. That kind of maybe was sliding. We'll have to see if that was the culprit. 3 wide, tight racing quarters back there. Had cars on both sides of him. Just lost the air on his car. Got out from underneath of him, spun out. Did a good job of keeping it down and out of the wall, though.
Stopping somebody, Fox. Tighten up the left sides. Tighten up the left sides. Tighten up the left down there. They got the left front. They did not get the left rear. That's fine. It was the left front. Good job there. I was running it to tell him which one to do. Good job there.
That is heads-up racing.
Thanks for giving me the heads up.
So he stops in his teammate, the 19's pit box, further down pit road. And they get that single lug nut tightened, and out he goes. Now, Larry, that'll be a penalty, but it could have been much worse.
Well, we know what happened to Kyle Larson a couple of weeks ago when he lost a tire and wheel on pit road. We also know what happened to Chase Briscoe, his teammate, earlier.
Larson definitely didn't have the pit stop that he was looking for. Lost lead. Oh, we got Kyle Busch around. I'd say the totaling.
Oh, loose wheel.
Look.
Tires off of it here. Tires off of it. Back it down. Coming up top.
What an unbelievable start to this race with everything that has happened on pit road. Cuts it in half, and this wheel just comes off the right rear tire of Kyle Busch's car, and this is the thing that they have to clean up in order to get to pit lane. But they're not the only ones. I mean, this has been a day that has just had a multitude of errors on pit road.
Finally, Reddick, man, he has been working on this position, this pass for laps. It's taken him about 10 laps, and he finally got the job done, taking a position on William Byron. I promise you, he was finally, he said. He's not the only one, though. There's a lot of them having trouble this time more than the last. I mean, look back at Bell. He hasn't really went anywhere. Neither has Alex Bowman, that was up front running really well.
Another driver who's mired back in the pack is Austin Cindric. Jamie?
Yeah, Mike, he's led the most laps so far today, 47, and we have caution on the track right now.
And here's a look. Ricky Stenhouse, Todd Gilliland.
See Gilliland come up off the corner, loses the nose, runs out of real estate, bounces off the wall into the side of Stenhouse, back up into the wall.
You got to go 14 laps to get to the end of stage 2. The first 3 cars took 2 tires on that pit stop to gain track position. Here we go.
Still stay in middle. Still inside. 24, still your help. Still inside 11. Still there. Still there. Your help's half off of you. All clear. All clear.
Larson spotter, Tyler Munn.
Larson thought about crossing him over, going to the bottom. Had to check up out of the gas.
William Byron is there and coming to the front. And so's Larson.
Wow,
3 wide.
Middle. 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 Still mid. Still.
Careful. Whew.
Yeah, and this is that same position with where Larson's at that you have to be really careful with, like SVG was earlier.
Who does Bubba decide to go with? It's Jones.
And William Byron had, whoa, man.
not clear.
Was there contact there between Bubba Wallace and Eric Jones?
I don't think so, but Jones tried to pull it down there and block him on a last-minute block. And
William Byron around the outside. Wow.
Yeah, and he got tight, and that let Kyle Larson slip right through with momentum, and that just, you know, the 2 tires and the lack of grip. But if Ross can just hold on and stay in the top 5 here, running 11th before that pit stop there, those 2 tires will have gained half the track position that they needed to get towards the front.
But not for points with 3 to go.
Here we go.
All right, Larson back to the lead. Well, for the first time in 2025, we have a repeat stage winner. Kyle Larson has just scored his 2nd stage win of the season. 3 wide.
Well, Austin's in trouble already.
Yeah, as soon as you don't have track position, no tires is just going to put you in a position where you're just in the way. And Michael McDowell is going to have that track position for a minute, and then he's going to be in the same boat.
And around his outside comes Kyle Larson back to the lead.
Well, Kevin, you see on the screen right there the 20 of Christopher Bell, of course, going for 4 straight today. If that's going to happen, though, something drastic is going to have to change. Ever since they had that issue with the loose lug nut, they stopped in the 19 pit box, and he got back in traffic again. The report from him was terminally tight, so much so that on the last pit stop, they actually went under the hood to make significant adjustments to that 20 car.
Well, he's picked up 5 spots since the restart.
This is why we're under caution here with Cody Ware, but a lot of times the crew chiefs or the teams will communicate back and forth when they're pitted next to each other like that, and they'll say, hey, we're going to do 2, and a lot of times they'll tell the car that's coming into the pit stall that we need to wait. We're just going to do 2 tires.
Look out.
Yeah, Austin Cindric drove across the nose of the 99 car right there. Daniel Suarez tried to put it 3 wide and checked up to keep from having a wreck. Oh, man.
And there you got one. It's Stenhouse and Blaney. Stenhouse, Blaney, Jones.
Wow, threaded the needle there, Haley.
A
that was close.
Destroyed.
But now we got these guys all stacked up here, 4 wide coming off the corner. They just run out of room. Blaney got up into Gregson that couldn't move up because Bubba was on the outside of him, that couldn't move up because the wall was on the outside of him. Run out of room. Tore up a really good race car.
Now you're riding with Noah Gregson, the Ford Performance Cam.
Who caused that, Tibby? Was it my fault?
I mean, we were 3 wide. We had 2 out, 1 in.
I'm as close as I can get to the 20, so I don't know. The 20 apparently just shoves it through the middle. Doesn't have any regard for anybody, apparently. I don't know. Whatever.
Wow. Whoa. Byron way around the outside. Way around, passes 4 at once, including Bell and Larson.
Well, this is those guys that had the track position. Byron and Larson. Whoa, look out.
That was Briscoe bumping into Keselowski briefly.
That battle to the clean air, right? Getting up back through the field with those teammates is big, and Byron getting back around Larson is huge.
Well, we got some trouble right there.
Stop, big time.
Their door, quarter, it's clear 1 at the wall.
Well, they haven't been spectacular today, but in typical 22-team fashion, they just find a way to score points. They find a way to qualify good.
The team just came on the radio and said, Joey, we need you to save gas without losing lap time.
That sounds like a tall order, Kev. Oh, now Noah Gregson's in the wall in turn 2.
There's your caution.
That will be a caution flag, and Larry, that'll change everything.
You've got to come get 4 fresh tires, but I will say this. Reddick and Hamlin, I'm doing something totally different from everybody else. I've got 4 fresh tires on my car, fairly fresh.
That was as tightly packed a green flag as we've seen today. Wow.
You knew it was going to. The money's on the line. Pay window's open.
Yeah, and that outside line, you see the momentum start to break at the end of the straightaway. A huge shot from Ross Chastain to the back of that 99 car. His teammate Daniel Suarez to the lead.
If it wasn't his teammate, he probably would have put them 3 wide there and went for the lead himself.
And 3 of those Hendrick cars coming. Hendrick Motorsports has won the last 4 Vegas spring races in a row.
See Josh Berry get to the bottom right there. Daniel Suarez got a little bit loose. He's going to get up beside him, but that's going to allow Ross Chastain, I think, right there.
Oh, side draft. This is Really good racing. The 21 car is a little bit better than your leader, Suarez. Suarez is not going down without a fight. You saw him lift out of the gas, got tight on exit.
Yeah, and that's not what Chastain wanted to see right there. With those cars side by side, I'm sure he was thinking big draft, big move.
But here comes Byron.
That's right. William Byron held him back.
Just jumped right in there and made that a 4-car under a blanket battle. Had into one. And now off turn 2, 2x2.
They're going to have to get wide here. This 24 car is coming. His car is extremely fast. If anybody has something for this win, it's going to be Byron.
Suarez will have the drive off turn number 2 to the back straightaway and retakes the lead by inches. Berry, twice a winner here in the Xfinity Series.
He's clear.
And the 21 goes to the lead.
And right behind him, this battle with Chastain and Byron is out of control.
Now Byron and Chastain traded a little paint.
Watch this.
As they battled. Last lap for Josh Berry and the Wood brothers to seal the deal in Las Vegas. Suarez 1.1 seconds back. His last lap a 10th faster than Berry's. Ryan Preece having a career day in 3rd. Ross Chastain, William Byron, 2 Fords, 3 Chevys in the top 5.
How about this? The Wood brothers, we're back.
What an unbelievable day for this car and that driver, Josh Berry.
Josh Berry and the Wood brothers win in Las Vegas. Gets his.
Hi folks, Lee Diffie from NBC Sports here. If you truly enjoyed what you just watched, you can get more news, interviews, and highlights by subscribing to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube page. You can get it all, so go for it.